Yeah, LALeakers.com, the boy B-Nyce in here with Bzzy, formerly known as Bizzy Crook.
Hey, what's happening, man? We out here in Austin.
Austin, South by Southwest, doing it big. What's good, Bzzy? Man, I saw you the other day rocking the stage, man.
Man, thank you. I appreciate
Showcase,
that.
killing it.
I'm just out here. It's my favorite part of the year.
Yeah, you preaching love. I noticed one thing during your performances, you're big on preaching love and showing everybody.
Life is love.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all about love.
Has that like always been your persona, like just like always preaching love, or was it some moments?
No. Yeah, it took a lot of dark moments to get to that. Yeah, I mean, essentially I've been rapping for a very long time, but as a kid, you know, I used to rap about everybody else raps about.
Yeah.
Blow your brains out in the back seat and all this type of crazy stuff as a little 13-year-old kid.
Like Eminem type
all of that,
type
yeah.
Stuff.
And not Eminem per se, but
yeah, you know, just like what
gruesome shit.
Kind of what you would rap about, like in this Marshall Mathers LP stage and all that.
Yeah. And then it took. I got my heart broken.
Okay.
With this girl, I lost my sanity over her. And then when I got out of that, it was kind of like, man, the only thing that I could do was write about it.
Yeah.
So writing about it, is how I coped with it. I was like, man, like, it feels good to like write about my pain and shit. And that's how that kind of started.
Yeah. And you started the year with a whole new name. Well, not a whole new name. You just kind of took off. You
dropped the Crook.
You dropped Crook and you dropped the I.
Yeah.
So now it's just Bzzy.
Bzzy, yeah. Yeah.
What prompted the name change?
Man, something I wanted to do for a really long time. I just felt like turning a new leaf, man. I felt like Bizzy Crook, and what I embodied as Bizzy Crook was like, man, like, people don't know the name Bizzy Crook really comes from like me being a busy crook when I was much younger, man. Like I was a really smart kid, but I just did dumb shit, you know?
Facts.
So like I was just like the kid, like, I was like the mastermind behind a lot of illegal activity.
Yeah.
And then when I started really doing the music, it was like, I'm still wearing something that came from somebody that,
like from the streets.
I'm not anymore, you know, and I rocked it for a while, but it was like, okay, now I'm finally ready to shed that old skin and Bzzy, man. And I dropped the I because, you know, Bizzy Bone is spelled B-I-Z-Z-Y.
Yeah.
So I wanted to spell it a different way. Whereas like when you see it, okay.
What are like some main differences between Bizzy Crook and Bzzy? Like, you know, if you could like list like 5 of them.
Yeah, man. So Bizzy Crook, man, was a dreamer, man. You know, just a naive kid who just wanted to make music, and oftentimes like I made a few mistakes under Bizzy Crook. I put music out that my heart wasn't
fully into,
at peace with, you know, like it was.
You were invested.
I don't want to put this out, but you know, managers or people whose opinions I valued at that time would be like, nah, you need this club record, you need this radio record. So I do records, and when I put them out, like I knew it'd be off.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it just created a disconnect. So as Bzzy, it's just like I'm ready to take full responsibility. If my career doesn't go a certain way, I want it to be because of me. You know, I don't want it to be because I listened. So I feel like I found myself as an artist and everything that comes with it, and I'm willing to take a little longer.
Yeah.
You know? But
like nothing's rushed now.
Yeah, I'm just not rushing it.
Out.
Yeah, I just know who I am as an artist.
Yeah, and like something else I noticed was like the sound is also a bit different. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit more soulful now.
Yeah.
You got like real heavy soul influence in new music as Bzzy. Well, I mean, it's only been one single in Brianna.
Right. Yeah.
Brianna, the first single coming off the upcoming album.
Right.
What kind of space were you in when you put Brianna together, when you were writing the record and, you know, recording?
Brianna, so Brianna was about a girl from Miami who was a stripper. She was, when I met her, she was probably 18 years old. And man, she's just like traveling the world on yachts and boats and all that. And it's like, I respect the hustle. Like, you know, like people might say this, that, and whatever about it, but Brianna's literally saying like, be you, like do your thing. Like as long as you don't need to be on drugs to like get a peace of mind, like if you can live with it, then do it.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's what Brianna's about. It's just saying like, whether you're a bartender, whether you're a waitress, whether you're a singer. Basically, it's for the women that didn't take the college route. You know, they're still like, you know, they're still good
but
girls.
They're still out there doing their thing. And
and
Miss Independent type of vibe.
Exactly, and you know, it's easy to judge these women when they dance or work in the club and use their beauty to advance their lives. But it's like, man, a lot of these girls, like, they went through shit when they was younger.
Absolutely. And nobody ever knows what anybody goes
through.
Yeah,
you just see a girl with 100,000 followers and you're like, oh, she just getting naked. Yeah. But you don't understand that.
You don't know the struggle.
Story. So that's what Brianna was about.
And that's off the upcoming album, Before I Jump. The first one, As Bzzy.
Yep.
Let's talk about Before I Jump, because I feel like the title Before I Jump is really, it's a really crazy title.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, let's just get into the title of it.
Man, so Before I Jump it's self-explanatory, man. Like, I was in a very dark place. But I was working on Before I Jump, and I was working on the project, and Before I Jump is just how I felt. Like, you know, it just gets frustrating. You know, you go through your frustrating moments where it's like, man, I've been doing this for so long, like, why hasn't it happened yet? And it's just like, you know, Before I Jump, like, it's me fighting my demons. It's me, you know, I'm probably gonna lose a lot of important relationships because of the honesty in this project. And it's just like, yo, before I jump, I gotta say this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So you're pretty much laying everything on the table.
Everything on the table. I'm really
struggles.
Before I Jump was really about me. It's like Bzzy fighting Bizzy Crook. It's like I'm fighting my demons, and it's like I'm forgetting that the world is watching me and listening.
And that's crazy, man, because like, you know, the fans, when they hear the music and they vibe with it, and whether it's a dark track or not, like, you know, they hear the music and they mess with it, but not, like, fans don't always understand that artists are also people and they go through things like any other normal, regular person would. And it's like, they lose that because they see the glitz, they're like, oh, he's doing a show, he's getting money, he's doing his thing, right? He's probably in a good place. But like, as an artist, what's something that you just struggle with, you know what I'm saying, as an artist and a person?
Man, as an artist, I struggle with so many things. I get my own fears of self-doubt. Everything everybody goes through, man. Like, and that's what made me so comfortable with it. Once I started meeting certain people who were doing much better than me in life, and they would be like, yo, I heard that record, I went through that same shit too. And these are, like, I met millionaires that are telling me they're going through that. So that just made me a lot more comfortable. Like, man, as long as we're alive, we're always gonna have emotions. And as long as we have emotions, we're always gonna have depression, we're always gonna have sadness, we're gonna have happiness. And man, it's just, I guess it's just acceptance. You know? It's just accepting the bad moments like we accept the good moments, you know?
You gotta embrace everything that comes.
Everything, bro. It's part of life. It's yin yang.
Yeah. Because, definitely everybody has dark moments, but I also read somewhere that you had a past when you struggled with depression. Where does that depression come from?
That's a good question. Depression, it's really something that's been a part of my life for a long time. Like, the first time I ever said I was gonna kill myself, I was probably 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
I was 10 years old, and I told a friend in school, I was like, yo, I know where my dad's gun is, I'm gonna just go home and kill myself. And he told somebody, and like, it became like a big thing. But, you know, I had a lot of stuff going on at home, but I don't know why, since a kid, it was just like, there was a way out. Like, worst come to worst, I could press this button and go somewhere else. So it's just knowing that is what kind of like was always like my safety.
Yeah, and like we see that a lot. The suicide thing has become such an epidemic, you know, and Logic made a song about it, obviously, you know, the 1-800 song. But aside from that, like, you know, what can you tell just like the average kid, the average person out there dealing with depression, like, you know, just to help their case, you know? Like, what kind of advice can you give them that's helped you overcome yours, you know?
Right. Man, most importantly, like, the stuff we're depressed over right now is most likely not going to be what we're sad over in 2 years, you know? Like, when I was 20 years old, I almost killed myself over a girl that I don't even speak to anymore, you know? And at that time, it was like, it was everything. And then I was just like, wow, I really did that for that. But man, I think a gift in being depression and being depressed is, I just think, I mean, everybody's depressed, but in constant depression, it's kind of like you're more sensitive, you're more empathetic. I feel like you're more understanding of other people's emotions, and that's a gift if you utilize it properly. So, yeah, man, my best advice is to just, you gotta find that thing that shuts out
Like the escape.
the escape. Mine is music. So like when I'm depressed, I actually make my best music being depressed. So it's like, okay, I'm depressed. I don't want to go here. I don't want to see this person, but I do want to write. You know, so you got to just find that thing and fuel those emotions, that anger, that depression through that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So before I jump, album coming soon.
Yeah.
Release date yet? Not.
We're looking at April, but you know, man, I keep adding records. Life keeps happening. I keep wanting to write about different shit, but yeah, I'm pretty much wrapped up.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And what's going to be the main focus of Before I Jump? Like the album, like is there a certain thing that's really driving?
So we're gonna do a lot of cool things. So we're gonna do a short film.
Okay.
Yeah, based on like the Twilight Zone. Like I grew up, I love the Twilight Zone. So yeah, I wrote a dope treatment the other day. We're talking to directors now. Before I Jump, it's a story, man. It's a story about. It's a story about a guy living in LA. A guy living in LA trying to pursue music and fighting depression and struggling and trying to find a balance and in a long distance relationship, and has a baby on the way, and these demons are speaking out loud and he's literally just fighting.
So that guy is you. A little bit.
It's like, it's almost like a Twilight Zone episode in itself, where it's like, it's not me, but it is.
But it is you.
In a weird way.
But do you have a baby on the way?
I do, man.
Okay,
You got
oh yeah, you heard it here first.
Man.
You heard it here first, man.
Yeah.
LightLeakers.com, yo.
I'm about to have a little girl.
Congrats on
thank
that,
you,
brother.
Thank you.
That's life changing in itself, but it's such a beautiful thing. You're bringing a light to this world, man.
It is.
Are you excited for that?
I'm excited. I'm scared. I'm 100 different things.
Feeling everything, right?
Everything at once.
Man, that's crazy. You got a name for her yet?
Yeah, her name's gonna be Zen.
Zen. Okay, dope,
Zen Love.
dope. That's awesome, man. Yo, Bzzy, man. Definitely appreciate
Hey,
chopping it up
thank you,
with me,
man. I appreciate you, man. We had a good hip hop conversation
we
earlier.
did before off camera. The hip hop conversation was on 10, and this genuine guy. Be on the lookout. Before I Jump, coming soon. Maybe April, maybe later. You know, just gotta let the artist work. Gotta let the artist work.
Yeah, it's coming, I promise.
But it's coming soon, man. B-Nyce, Bzzy.
Good luck, man. It's the boy Bizzy, man. Love.
LightLeakers.com.
Yo.